Well, here I am, Bournemouth Station. It's just before 6:30 and I'm on my way now to Hyde Park and we'll get this run done. Slightly nervous, excited, all in one. It's going to be good. I'm going to try and enjoy it as much as I can. But we'll see how we go. Hopefully, the next time you'll be seeing me, apart from footage, will be after the run. See you soon. I remember at the start of the race, I was more worried about my watch, make sure my watch was tracking me alright, and the tracker on my phone, because the signal was so bad. I was like, no, please let it get me. And yeah, I was worried about that at the beginning. Can't we could do this?
Hello?
That's a little warm up to start. I remember trying to set off just a half decent pace, because whenever I do my runs, I always start off a bit too quick, and yeah, I end up paying for that. This is class. I remember trying to get my way out of the crowd at the beginning, because when we started there was a big old crowd, and it was like, right, let me find a couple of gaps and then I can start working on a bit of pace. Until then I was you're limited to, I was trying to push through and it was like people were slowing me down, so I wanted to find a gap just so I could find a bit of pace there that I was comfortable with. I was trying to take in the atmosphere as well, and just a few of the sights, because I've drove around London so many times for work and bits and pieces, and you never really look at the sights. So I was just trying to take it. People said to me, doing the runs, take the atmosphere in. Oh, look at this. This is wicked. Just look around at stuff that you'll notice stuff that you haven't before, and the atmosphere, top notch. Organisers were great for that. They set out certain bits where the crowds could be, and you had the music playing. Great atmosphere. That really helps out a lot. Because it was a bit quiet first of all on the roads, but I remember as soon as we got under the arch and hit Green Park, the volume went up, the music was playing, the crowds were going, and I was thinking, okay, this is good. Huh? That's one down. Yeah, I got to the 1 mile mark, and I remember seeing the 1 mile sign. I was like, right, 1 mile's over. Right, that's 1 mile down. And then literally in the next thought was like, have we really only been running a mile? But yeah, and that was when I was like, okay, this is going to be a challenge today. This will get me through, I think. When I was struggling, the atmosphere definitely pushed me, I think. The Palace. After we first went past the Palace, I remember trying to think to myself, just in a way, stop worrying about times, because constantly I was thinking, right, this is what I want to hit. I want to get around here. I want to hit between 2 and 2.5 hours. I really wanted 2 hours. and I was like 2.5 minimum. I know I can do anything other than that. I would have been a bit disappointed. As long as everything went all right, and just try and zone out, which I do when I run. I have my podcasting. I used to listen to music quite a lot, but I stopped and listened to podcasts. I listen to the Fellas podcast quite a lot, and that really keeps me going. Just zoning out and doing that was quite good. That's it, zone out. Jeez, look at this. Wow. Right, top tip for my next run for myself is a magnetic battery power pack. Yeah, the magnetic battery ones, because trying to keep my phone in my hand, battery pack in the other pocket, and a big lead, and making sure that it was charging was just didn't work. So battery power and magnetic power pack, it's going back on my phone, a lot simpler. It's one thing I need to do.
Welcome home. Missing you made me stronger. Then I'd be Superman. If I fly around the world, it wouldn't take me longer than it would to be your man. I fight 1,000 guys, live to die 1,000 lives. Oh, I find another way to make me smarter, just so I could understand about what you're looking for. Just so I could understand. Just so I could understand. Just so I could understand. Just so I could understand about what you're looking for. Just so I could understand about what it takes to be your man. Take the clothes right off my back. Put the knife against my
There's Big Ben.
There you go, Cleveland. There he is.
Running around, and I caught the Houses of Parliament, and in front of me all I see was Big Ben. And it kind of made me laugh a bit because a couple of days before I was talking to Kleeman, who's a good friend of ours, I RP with, and I talked to him a lot. And we was just randomly going through a list of stuff on the stream actually, because we do this, we had some mental conversations while he's streaming in City. And we were just talking about random things he wants to see in the UK, because when he wants to come over he wants to visit the UK and see some random bits, and it was Manchester, what else did he want to see? Scotland, bits of Scotland, and he was going through bits, and he wanted to see Loch Ness, and he was going through random stuff, but he wanted to come to London for one reason: to see Big Ben. And as soon as I said Big Ben, I was like, yeah, it's for you, Kleeman.
Wow. That's it, keep the pace. I'll be good.
Like, okay, this is kind of needed. I don't want to stop at everyone, but this was needed. Got to the water station, and I remember as I got the cup of water, the geezer with a megaphone, I don't know if he was the person I got the water off or just before or just after, but as soon as I got the cup, just a megaphone going into my ears shouting,
Cheers.
Please throw your cups into the bin.
and I was like, this water's no needed, but that really, really isn't.
Stop in for a water.
Not throw them on the.
Water's done. Feel like I've just poured the water in my head. I don't want to stop any longer than that, because that's when the crown kicks in. And I don't even want to test that. Don't have me watch it.
Oh, up.
Oh, slow pace down. For a bit.
I had to slow right down. I had to basically walk for a bit. My legs were burning, and that was the first time that I had to kind of, because I wanted to try and be running for the whole time, at least a jog the whole time, but then I was like, you know, I need to stop. But I know I didn't want to stop for long, because then the cramps will kick in, and I just wanted to get going. So it was one of those, have a little walk, and as soon as I could, it's like force yourself again, just to start moving again.
Ah, come on. I can't wait for a burger again. That's it, come on. Back down the strand.
Start to go past Trafalgar Square, and I see the lions, and I wish I got a better view of them. Kleeman would like them as well, I think. I've told him he's got to see the lions as well as Big Ben. But it's one of like my earliest memories as a kid, going up to Central London with family, and having a photo with the lions was like one of the first things I ever remember. So every time I see him, it kind of just makes me smile a little bit.
It's a lion for you, Kleeman. The old lions. There you go. I'm just shouting out bits of Kleeman because I know they're the things he must come over and see. Chill time. chill time, and I'll crack on again. Right, next bin, let's get in the bin, and we'll crack on. Whew. Right, let's crack on. Compete. That was well overpaced, sorry. So, we need to pick that back up. But the target time I was given was 2:25. I'm a few minutes over that. Well, under that now, sorry. But I want to catch up some more. 2 hours 25, I want to get closer to. Right, I'm going to pause this, I'm going to go look. So, I'm going to stop this for a second. And we're back. Right, energy gel down. Energy gel down, toilet down. Let's crack on. Look at that.
John, you got this, John! I love you! Come on, Jack!
Let's go.
Getting into Green Park again, around the 5 mile mark, the crowd once again were loud, give you that boost to cheer in. It's mad that the boost they give you. Yeah, it's really strange. I didn't realise it would be as needed as it was, that crowd. They helped a lot. Keep looking up, keep looking ahead, but not too far ahead, so because it looks so far away. The ending looks so far away, and people look so far in front. So it's you kind of keep your head up, so you're not just looking at the floor, but you're looking at maybe the heels of 5-6 people in front. So trying to keep focused on that. And there was loads of noise, but the mad thing was being able to pick out my kids and my other half's sharing Shona's voice. Over all of them, that was needed, because it was around the hour mark and it's like starting to hurt a bit. So that was a big push. If anything, maybe a bit too much, because I remember running off from there thinking I need to slow down a bit because I've gone too quick here. I think that's my problem. From when I start, and if I have a little rest, I then go back into it, but I go in too quick again. So it's just finding that pace that's I know that I can last out for a whole race.
I know. Good music though.
Yeah, the music's great.
Right, I'm going to crack on because my time's going out.
You've got about, it's estimated 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Right, I've got to catch up 10 minutes. Can't go now. That's a 205 marker. Come on. Let's get the 205 marker. And then I'll catch up 5 minutes after that. Water station. I need that. Cheers. Thank you.
Good job.
Cheers. That's the water. Fred a bit. We need to catch up loads. Right, let's go. Now we're halfway.
Around the 7 mile mark, I was getting really uncomfortable. My legs, my hips started hurting a bit, but my legs were a lot. And I was like, if I stop, I might not start again. So that wasn't an option. So I just have to keep on going.
Let's tell the Burger King. Just keep going.
Mile 8 marker, I started just after that. I see someone on my right walking back up, and he had the finisher's medal. So that was like, do you know what, we're 8 miles in now, it's not far to go, and there's a finishing medal that I've seen. I'm like, we're so close now. So just come on. And little things like that were pushing me on, because that was when the crowds got a bit more scarce, so I had to kind of push myself on. So I was trying to keep an eye on the other side for runners running back up where I'd just been, because somebody who's worked with Gary, one of the drivers, he bumped into me in the village, come and found me in the events village before the race, and said that he was running as well, which was a cool little thing to do. So it was nice to see someone else down there that I knew. And I know he was really, really worried about it. And I told him my time, and he was like, no chance. I ain't doing it for 4 hours, let alone 2.5. And so I tried to keep an eye out for him, just give him that bit of encouragement, because I knew he'd appreciate it. Just hope I didn't miss him. That was all I was thinking at the time. Don't miss him, don't miss him, just keep an eye out. My vision's crap as well. My vision is so bad, so I was like, I'm probably going to miss him. Yeah, around the 9 mile mark, every now and again I'd look down at the GoPro and realised that there was no lights on. So I realised the battery had stopped. So I was like, no. I knew I carried a spare battery in the pouch that I had, and thought, right, let's switch these over. Another tip, quick release. I need a quick release bit for my GoPro, because I had to literally undo a couple of screws, then pop the GoPro off, take out the main casing, change the batteries, put it all back in again, reverse it back up, and then attach it all. And that took some time. Not the time that I was worried about. It was needing to slow down and walk for those bits, because I knew that I'd then start cramping up.
Right, and we're back after a battery change, which has put me behind. I'm actually behind where I want to be, but now we catch up. We are recording again. Right, let's go. Oh, crap's kicking in. I slowed down too much for the battery change. My cramps keep kicking in. I don't know when the battery went off, but we are now about 16k in. So we're towards the end now. But we've had our rest with this push on. Yeah, 15k. So it's a massive chunk of it done now. We're hurting, hips hurting, cramps kicking in. Time to push on. It's that wall barrier, that hitting the wall. But we can push through. You know why we're doing this. We're not going to be hitting 2:10 now. We get back up. So we get back up to 2:20. I'll be alright. I was on to beat my BB. Battery changes cost me like cramp kicked me a while ago, but we pushed through it. Come on, I got 10.
Got to the 10 mile mark and looked over to my left, and they were just hitting this. The runners were just hitting the 7 mile mark the opposite way, and got to see Gary. So that was a bit of a cool one. I actually did spot him because I was trying to keep him out the whole race. I was trying to keep an eye out for him, and managed to him. That was cool. I spoke to him the day after the race, and I know he really struggled as well. Really struggled. He had it hard, and so yeah, just that little bit of he even texted me saying thanks for keeping an eye out for him. So that was cool.
Go on, gal. Right, gel, water. Let's just push through now. See if they're better stopping. I was 5 minutes ahead, down to a minute and a half. See if I can get back up to 5. under 5k left. I can do this. Not the time I want it, but I still do under 2.5. That's how I take under 2.5.
Twelfth mile in, and I was thinking to myself that we're near the end, but the cramp that I got was nothing like I've ever felt before. I remember looking down at my leg at one point, and you could see my leg going absolute nuts. My calves were going nuts for a cramp, and my body was just screaming to stop. But I carried on and just thought, do you know what? Let's just get through it now. We've got a mile to go, and I don't care if I'm crawling across that line. With a mile to go, we're doing it. And I know I said I wasn't worrying about times, but my watch obviously told me what target time, and it tells me how many minutes I'm ahead, and I was like a couple of minutes ahead, and I was like, I'm not dropping below that. Target time was 2.5. That was the target time that I was given. My target time was 2. Realised that weren't going to happen after the battery change. So as long as my 2.5 was there.
Oh, cramps, horrible. Why did it stop it? Hurting so much. I just want to stop, but I can't. I want to stop so much. I'm not in a half K and nearly.
Huh?
Cramping so much.
Next marker I see was the 800 meter marker, which felt absolutely amazing because 800 meters seemed nothing compared to all this. And I'm like, do you know what? We are so close to that end.
Come on, this is it. Yeah, it's inside.
Then straight after, I was like, 400 meter marker, go for a couple more minutes, we're getting there. A little while later, I could see the finish line, which was the most amazing feeling. Even better than the 800 marker, that finish line. I remember thinking, right, I want a big finish. Let's go for it. And I was trying to push my legs as fast as I could go. And they just weren't moving any faster than they were going. But I was like, let's just keep going, keep going, keep going. My hips were hurting. I remember my arms, my shoulders, every bit was aching. But I wanted to get across that finish line. And I crossed the finish line, looked at my watch, brilliant. It said, you've completed your race, fine. I looked at the app on my phone, because I'd walked at this point, stopped the watch, brilliant. Looked at my phone, it was like, you've still got 800 metres to go or something. And I was like, no, I've been walking. So I've literally tried to then start jogging. And then after about a minute and a half, it was like, you've now finished your race. And I was like, oh, great. So I've just carried on for another minute. But do you know what? It was the hardest thing I think I've ever had to do. Even running out there and prepping for the run, it weren't quite the same. I think I'd started off slow when I'd done my races here, prepping for it. I'd run the distance, but I'd also paced it a lot better. When you're there, it kind of gets the better of you and you go a bit too quick. And yeah, so it caught up with me. I didn't carry as much water as I normally do because I was like, do you know what, the GoPro's going a bit away and I didn't want to carry as much. And yeah, gels I tried to space out a bit better because, do you know what, running with some of the gels sometimes just makes your stomach just feel like it's in bits. So I was trying to space them out a bit. But hardest thing I've done, am I doing another one? Of course I am. That time's there to beat now. I want to get as close to that 2 hour mark as I can. So I'm definitely going to be doing another one soon. I'm doing it for Mind, a charity that I've been I count myself really fortunate to have not personally had any mental health issues. but I've been around a lot of people, and people really, really, really close to me that have. And I've had to witness some stuff that it's just people shouldn't have to go through, and every single penny can help. And that was why I was doing this. Anything that can be done. There's not much that can be done by me personally. So any little thing I can do, and if I can raise not only money, awareness, anything at all possible, I'm doing it. So we are just as I'm recording this, we're just shy of 450 quid. Donations are still open until the 23rd of November, Sunday the 23rd of November. It'll be really, really quick if we can get to £500,000. So links will be about. And another person I want to shout out to is Dan, who turned up on the day. I can't believe you would have seen it in there, because he would have pointed out. I ran past him at some point where he was checking the phone for the tracker. He turned up on the day. That was a massive boost, seeing him at the end. He come and found me and sorting out all this video as well. But thank you to every single person that's texted, messaged, donated, even just say good luck. Do you know what? A lot of that kept me through that race. When on the quieter bits, when the crowd weren't around, I was thinking of messages and just every single person that's just even said good luck and told me I'm mad for doing what I'm doing. Because when I first started training for this in April, May, something like that, I couldn't run. I tried. I couldn't even manage a K without stopping and blowing. Just thank you all. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe on there as well. But yeah, let's get this out to as many people as we can, and hopefully it just makes that little bit of a difference. But until next time, thank you. See ya.